Welcome back. All right, these games are spread out enough today that I should be able to get some reviews done. I may miss little portions of hockey here and there, but I should be able to get most of them done relatively quickly after the game's finished. We'll see. And we're starting with the Kings and the Bruins. That's right. I'm using the Burger King magnet. I love that magnet. I'm glad I got to use it. So Riddick versus Olmark in this one. Good early back and forth. Things get pushy on a hole by Riddick. The Kings press at 2.5 minutes. There's a toe save on Arvidsson, who looked good today. Shots are 3-1 LA at 3.5 minutes. Kempe's tonight on a faceoff win. Olmark holds. And Bruins were just off to a really sleepy start. They didn't seem to start on time. I am sure there will be those who will write off the results of today's game and say, it was a matinee game. But for Boston, this homestand, there's been a lot of inconsistency in their play. Bruins were in their own end a lot, and then Marchand has a shot that's blocked as the Bruins press, and after a face-off win, Van Riemsdyk scores. Frederick and Shattenkirk with the assists at 8:03. So he buries that one in close. It's 1-0 Boston. Bruins press and they score again, but LA challenges it for goalie interference. Riddick came up saying it was goalie interference. He was right. That goal comes off the board. Kings press are kept to the outside. A net feed to Roy, near miss. And then Roy puts one in off Olmark. And Lewis and England with the assists at 11:02. So you celebrate with punching, which leads to a fight between England and Frederick, because why not? More than as a shot that deflects high. The Kings press as now they're looking for the lead. We get a power play for the Kings. Clark has a shot that trickles wide. They cycle. It's cleared out. Fiala's denied as the power play comes to an end. Marchand's denied out of the box, and then the Bruins draw a power play of their own, and they score on it. It's Van Riemsdyk with his second goal of the first. McAvoy and Pasternak with the assists at 14:45. And he buries his own rebound early in said power play. Kings press for a response. Fiala has a near miss as the Kings press. It's cleared out after that. Grzelcyk has a shot kicked aside. Pasternak has a net feed that's picked off. Arvidsson hits the side of the net on a breakaway, so he's that close. Kempe then has a buzzer beater that's saved. It's 2-1 Boston after one. Second period, Moore has a shot that's kicked aside. The Bruins press, but they're not finding a path to the net at this point. Coyle has a near miss on a turnover. There's a delay game call. That gives the Bruins a power play. Zaka has a chance that's held. The Kings clear. Bruins then set up. They cycle. McAvoy has a shot. That's blocked. And to end the power play, the Bruins end up going offside, trying to reestablish that zone. Laferriere then has a rush chance that's saved. Kopitar has a shot that deflects wide. There's a press by the Bruins. Draws them another power play. Doughty gets kind of sweary about it, and it felt like the Kings were kind of tired of it. And Jim Heller said he wasn't sure about that call either. So, yeah, the Kings not very happy. Early clear, the fans call one. The referee doesn't during the 5-on-4. It does not become a 5-on-3, stays 5-on-4. Near miss for Zaka. They cycle, clear it out, and it's killed off. So the Kings kill off another one. Kempe has a shot that deflects out. Shots are only 3-2 for Boston 9 minutes in, so defense really doing a good job. It doesn't show in the final score, but it was. Heinen has a rush chance that's defended. The Bruins press with 9 minutes left. Near miss for Kopitar in a rush. Both teams were blocking out the net well until Anthony Richard scores his first as a Bruin at 13:04. Boquist and Lauko with the assists, and he roofed it thanks to a really strong forecheck by that fourth line. So they do the work, and it pays off, and Boston's ahead 3-1. Kings look to answer. There's a press by LA with 4.5 minutes left, and that momentum shift you could feel, and Gavrikov has a point shot that deflects in. I believe it went in off of Shattenkirk. Clark and Dubois with the assist at 16:36. So it's a point shot that deflects in, and it's suddenly 3-2. Zaka nearly answers the next shift. Bruins press. Arvidsson has a shot that's blocked. It's cleared out. And the Bruins 24-1-5 when they lead after two. That record about to take a bit of a hit today. So it's 3-2 for Boston after two. Third period, Moore has a net drive that's held. Bruins get zone time. They can't get to the net. Shots are one apiece 3 minutes into the period. Bruins press at 3.5 minutes. The teams exchange turnovers, and Laferriere would tie the game. He scores from Dubois and Byfield at 5:51. Olmark just couldn't hold on to the puck. It's buried in close. Bruins kind of caught running around, so we have ourselves a tie game. Pasternak fires one wide as the Bruins look to answer, and then Frederick buries a rebound to give the Bruins the lead back. Geekie and Van Riemsdyk with the assists at 7 minutes and 11 seconds. So burying a rebound to put the Bruins ahead 4-3. Shattenkirk has a net feed that deflects wide. Marchand has a rush chance. That's saved. Shots are 8-6 Boston, 9 minutes in. The Kings were upset with a Marchand hit on Arvidsson. It was a missed elbow. So that caught him in the chin. And again, no call on that. Things get pushy and punchy on an Ullmark hold. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4 out of that. Pastrnak tries to go 1-on-3. That doesn't generally work, so he doesn't get to the net. Heinen has a blast that misses high. The Bruins press with 5.5 minutes left. Van Riemsdyk tries to stuff one from the side of the net. Remember, he's going for the hat trick at this point. Kings get a power play with 3:35 left. There's a shorthanded 3-on-2. That's broken up. Kings set up. They cycle. There's a post for Kempe. The goalie pull happens to make it 6-on-4 with 2:15 left. Near miss for Byfield. Moore has a shot that deflects out. And then just before the power play ends by 2 seconds, at 18:23, Kopitar scores on the power play. Doughty and Arvidsson with the assists. The Bruins would press to respond. We're going to overtime. The overtime, Bruins control early. The teams exchange turnovers. The Kings set up. The Bruins take it back. DeBrusk has a shot that saves. Kings take over. The Bruins end up drawing a power play. They call a timeout. Pastrnak has a one-timer that's saved and cleared. The next chance for Pastrnak is blocked. Marchand then has a shot that's caught and held as Riddick, who at times has looked shaky this season, looked pretty good in the overtime of this one. And then on a breakaway out of the box, watch the guy coming out of the box, is Brandt Clark with the goal from Danault at 4:33. So that makes your final score 5-4 in overtime for the LA Kings. They go to 26, 16, and 10 with the much-needed victory. For Boston, 32, 12, and 1. They are 6 games into this homestand. They've won 1 game. They're 1-3-2 in that homestand. Shots on net, 16-8 LA in the first, 9-6 Boston in the second, 12-10 LA in the third, 4-1 Boston in the overtime. Final shots, 35-31 for the Kings. Power plays, LA 1 for 2, Boston 1 for 4. The hits, 39-37 for Boston. Riddick saved 27 out of 31. Ullmark saved 30 out of 35. So, again, the Kings, they seem to be rallying from this really rough time they've had. And for the Bruins, they need to rally because they're in a situation where, with this point, they're 1 point clear now of Florida for tops in the division. But Florida yet to play today. They're playing against Tampa. And if they win that one straight out, they're then 1 point ahead of Boston. We'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.